Okay, I just got out of the shower. And I got it. All right, I got it. I'm holding within my hands right now the thoughts, right? And this is what I need to say right now in order to remember. This is where right now, being where I'm at, I actually have the vision to see what I want to change and what the difference is that I want to make, because I can see it, because I'm here, I'm in it, I'm living it right now. Everywhere I look right now, all I see. Yeah, I know. All I see right now is just people coping, like broken people, uninformed, just broken people coping with life and dealing with everything that they have to do. People who have created these barriers and walls and things for themselves in order to cope and deal with every single day life, because it's tough and it's hard and it's bullshit, and they're all just people everywhere. I'm surrounded by just the lower middle class people that are just all like hopeless and dreamless and empty. It's like imagine being in Africa, and you're walking through Africa and you're just seeing like starving kids everywhere, and like I don't know, just like imagine you're walking through a very poor place, and everywhere you look all you see is just like, man, I want to help and fix this. I want to try and help you guys. Like, imagine just seeing clearly, like looking around and just clearly seeing the problem, because it's so apparent, right? That's what I see right now, just living everyday normal life in America right here for civilians, just normal average people. And what I'm saying by that is I'm seeing broken people and broken families and people who are just coping with life. They don't have hope. They don't. People who have just not been taught, no examples, nowhere to look, and so they just build these false realities in themselves, which is just a dark spot to be. Just everybody really just in a dark place, full of just anger and jealousy, disappointment, whatever. I just see people that are just full of just bad things, and I don't see them. I don't see bad people. I just see broken people who've been broken down by just life, and who have never been taught or shown a healthy mental state, how to have positive relationships, people who've never been given a reason to care about anything, just people who are just existing and coping. And I want to change that. I want to find a way to help people get back in touch with themselves and their dreams and their soul and the things that matter. I want to help people love again. I want to help people love life, and I want to help people love one another, and I want to help just the average people be able to feel fulfilled and happy and peaceful and okay. And I want to start helping people I want to start helping people with like empathy and recognizing things. It's hard to describe, but being somebody that has big beautiful dreams, and being somebody that wants to being somebody that just like works on trying to be positive and like love, just being somebody that works on love, I think is what I would call it. Just being a general person that works on that sort of thing. The world is just, it just beats everybody to a pulp, and we're just all shells. Everyone's just all shells of themselves. They're not all that nobody is all that they could be. And I think within everybody is a deep feeling of just sadness, and I think of hopelessness, and I think just pain and sadness and hopelessness, and those things are terrible. They're terrible feelings, and they're a terrible way to live, and it feels terrible to experience that. And I mean, I want to change that. But I see all around us, the world that we just live in general is built to be super fucking hard for us. Like, just terribly hard, and we're like barely surviving. We can't just simply live our life. We can't just simply live our life. We have to be slaves, and we have to sacrifice ourselves in order to survive. And that is just what the world asks of us. And so that is what we ask of other people. And so that is what we expect everyone to do. We just expect everybody, we teach our kids to just sacrifice your soul, basically, to exist. And that's just wrong. And I think that's going to just ultimately lead the world to falling apart. Because that's what happens for me, is eventually, I don't, just living in the world and just existing in its climate and going and doing that all day just beat me down. You know what I mean? Having a house, paying bills, car insurance, freaking all the bullshit of just living normal life just slowly sucked all the life out of me, and all the passion and all the joy and all the energy that I had to create something great. It's just like it slowly leaves you, and the hope for changing that just goes away, because how are you ever supposed to do that? It's just not going to happen. It just won't. And so you just find yourself just eventually just breaking. And I think to people who don't have an opportunity to change that, they just end up building these walls for themselves, and they start just blocking out their emotions and their feelings and the way that, and this is just life. This is just the way that it is. So like just whatever. I don't know how to change that, but that's what I want to do. And that's what I see. I want to help people. I want to help people get back the time to get in touch with themselves spiritually. And I want to get people back the freedom of being able to chase your dreams and to have hope. I want to give people the freedom to have hope again, and to have love and hope, and to not just have the world just be such a hard place, And I think that all the things in media, all the things that were shown in media, all of our like role models and stuff, they all have like this big, great, beautiful life full of abundance and full of just drugs and women and whatever, full of everything that they could want, just an abundant life. And that makes us just feel worse about where we're at. And That doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't help us feel any better. And then all over the media, there's also more like, you know, there's more like just there's just pure destruction of that, where we have, what would it be called? It'd be like a fuck boy, or like, I don't know, just city boy shit, where basically we glorify treating women like shit, and women being I guess whores, and you know, we glorify all this stuff, you know, and make it seem so great, but it just takes away your soul and your love. It's just, we glorify all over media giving up love, sacrificing love, which is like the most important emotion in life to have. And so it's just devastating for me. You know what I mean? I don't want to see my family. It's painful for me to watch my family cope with living. It's painful for me to look at everybody around me and just try to avoid them, because they're all so lost in the pain of living. I don't blame them. I don't hate them. I don't think they're bad people. But they're lost. And I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be like them. But I don't know how to fix that. But I want to. And I want to inspire people to have hope and to work on love and loving themselves and loving other people. I want to inspire people not to trash love, not to do stupid things, not to glorify, I want to inspire people to not look at glorified bad things and think that's cool and sacrifice your love and your soul in order to be like that, and then be in more of a cycle of, which is like coping, basically, of do bad things to get short-term good feelings, so that you can escape the bad feelings, and then keep stacking up more bad feelings from doing more bad things, but keep doing more bad things in order to escape. You know what I mean? It's just a constant cycle, and it gets deeper and darker and deeper and darker and deeper and darker and deeper and darker, and it's sad. It's sad. It's just sad. I don't see bad people. I just see broken people, lost people everywhere, and I want to shine a light in the darkness and be like, hey, it's not supposed to be that way. We're not supposed to feel this way. We are in the matrix. We are in a matrix. We are supposed to be soulful and beautiful. Look at I don't know. Look at like these tribe people in Africa, where they're all like dancing, and they have like these big community things of just like abundance, like of just joy and happiness. Not like they live the best life, not that they have all the best beliefs, whatever, but I think what they have there that we don't have is some like soul. You know what I mean? Soul and love. And I think that they have, you know, an understanding of I think they're passed down and taught to love one another. I mean, in some places. I'm just saying, in some places where the whole American, where so much things have gotten in the way of us, in our spirit and our love. If we removed all of the social structure or whatever, and we just purely were living off of just what we hunted for ourselves or whatever, we didn't have phones and none of that shit, and we removed all of the external bullshit, and all that mattered was just our survival and us being together. They have that, which is I guess probably a better understanding of what it mean of like what really matters, and that to them is probably their soul and their love, and I guess whatever faith they have. Probably that's ultimately what I think probably rules out there. I don't know. I don't know how to fix that, but I want to save my family. And well, I know how I can fix that for just my family. You know what I mean? If I can just make $100 million and get all the connections in the world to keep my family afloat on that forever, then we can all relax and spend time bettering ourselves, and spend time bonding, and spend less time coping with bad things. We can all spend time just together, fill our life with abundance and love, and just practice love, practice love, because it's hard. It's a hard thing to do. It's tough. You know what I mean? It's an intense feeling. And if you feel love, then if you experience love, then you are able to then you're able to experience the pain of love, which can be very painful if you're living in a matrix and you're unable to escape. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know if anything that I said makes any sense at all. But I have a vision, and I'm gonna succeed in some way. And I want to save my family, and I would like to help the world and everybody else work on that too. Like appreciate, have the freedom to appreciate just life and things. You know what I mean? And not everything has to be chalked up to. Not everything has to be chopped up to coping and just toxic stuff. I don't know. Yeah, I just wanted to get this out here, because one day I will have everything that I could ever want, and I'll be surrounded by people who are all full of love and hope and joy and positivity. And I don't want to lose sight of my goal and my purpose, which is to help the world experience, help the world spiritually grow, and help the world, help mental health. And what is the problem with the mental health? Well, if I look back at this video, I'll understand what the problem is with the mental health that I want to solve, in the way that I want to help people. So I don't ever want to lose sight of that. That's what I want to do. Yeah. Family first, but I want to save the world. I want to save the world also. You know what I mean? Family's first, but the world is I have dreams of being able to help everyone else too. But the biggest pain for me is experiencing people that I love in my life, battling that. And I'm sure for you that is as well. You don't want to see people that you love suffer. And it's so painful to see people that you love with walls and unable to break them down because simply they just don't have hope. I want to give them their hope back, and I want to give them their love back, and I want to I want them to be set free of the burden of the Matrix, I guess we'll call it.